Test.
Test.
You want to go down and get it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's right straight down. I can see it. Right below us. It's on the ground. You're going to have to walk behind the stadium. Check. Test. Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event of Table Rock Sports Productions. Yeah, I got one guy sitting here. Can we put it underneath here? Okay. I am Boomer Marshall. I'll be on the call tonight alongside the Chief on the color commentary. Also along for the ride today, Caleb Franklin, KK Franklin, who's on the video, and anything else that's important. Welcome to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Tonight we have an SWC showdown. The visiting Panthers of South Medford High School taking on the home Irish of Sheldon High School in this marquee matchup of two unbeaten teams in the Southwest Conference. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Medford School District and our participating community business partners. Be sure to download the new version of our free app. Watch all Table Rock Sports network events on your phone, tablet, PC, or anywhere you connect for free. We also invite fans to check out all the features on TableRockSports.net, where you can find Southern Oregon Sports Spotlight, Athlete of the Week, Pick'em contests, and blogs from our broadcast teams. When we come back to our pregame show, we will have thoughts, commentary on last week's game, a win on the road in our conference opener for the Panthers, a look at Sheldon's season so far, also a look at the Panthers' season so far. Also, we'll have Coach's Corner with head coach Bill Singler, his thoughts about what it's gonna take for the Panthers to get it done here for week number 2 in a row on the road here in this tricky Southwest Conference. Don't go anywhere. Lots of exciting pregame show coming your way. Don't touch that dial.
There's a time machine not so far away that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
We'll be right back with more pregame show after this word from our sponsors.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game,
When you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made for travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
Hello and welcome back here to actually pretty mild temperatured Eugene, Oregon. No rain as of right now here at Dennis Ludwig Stadium. And getting excited for tonight's Southwest Conference matchup of the two unbeatens. The home team, the Sheldon Irish, taking on the visiting South Medford Panthers in a marquee matchup that Sheldon is 1-0 in conference as well. They had a bye last week in the league. Not a bye on the week as they lost to Jesuit. And we'll get to Sheldon and what they've done so far this year. But the Panthers went on the road last week and beat a tough Roseburg team. And you'll hear Coach Singer talk a little bit about it more in Coach's Corner. But probably the most complete game the Panthers have put together. I'm going to go ahead and bring my partner in, the Chief. Dan Marshall will be on the color commentary. I am Boomer Marshall, just for information at home. But Chief, talk a little bit about the Panthers last week and how they played and how they looked offensively, defensively, special teams, and how they were able to put it together.
Hey, first of all, Boom, hey, great to be here tonight. Biggest game of the season. Every game's big in a short season in high school football, but great to be here with you and Caleb on the video tonight. And at Sheldon High School, it's always rocking here, and it's rolling senior night, homecoming night. So, but yeah, talking about last week at Roseburg, probably the best game Panthers played all year. And on the offensive side, put up some big numbers, and great to see Mason DeVries back in there, Torrin Tuttle getting it done, Austin Bosser getting it done, Carson Coatney getting the mix, and so offensively playing very, very well. Defensively, Coach Singler talked about last week that we got to keep teams under 20 points, under 2 or 3 touchdowns. We're not going to score 35, 40 points a game, and able to do that last week, keeping Roseburg with 1 touchdown, and special teams have been good all year. So it comes down to tonight, who's going to execute on all 3 fronts.
Panthers come in with a 5-1 record, 1-0 in league. The Irish come in with a little bit different record, and that's kind of where their similarities end. I mean, they're both 1-0 in league, but Sheldon outside of the league, 1-4. Have to understand, though, that the strength of schedule difference, though, between the Panthers' schedule and the Irish's schedule. Sheldon's, they've gotten beat up by the likes of West Lynn, and they got beat up by Jesuit last week. But those are 2 of the top 4 teams probably in the state. They beat a good West Salem team. They beat a good North Medford team here at home. They lost to a good team from Washington. And missing their last game. But anyway, 2-4 on the season, but 1-0 in the league. So the team who wins this matchup tonight will have kind of the upper hand as far as the league crown is concerned moving forward. Obviously, a plus that Sheldon gets to play tonight's game on their home field, and on senior night. Talk a little bit about where they stand, Chief. I know it's kind of different, but at the same time, it's the same. They stand in the same spot.
Yeah, likely winner of this ball game, in my opinion, Boom, and hopefully for people that didn't make the trip up here, and we can give you a little insight on what's going on up here tonight. But the winner of this ball game, I think, goes on and wins the Southwest Conference championship, and not overlooking Grants Pass or North, who we got coming, and whoever Sheldon's got coming, but whoever wins this ball game, unlike it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when you have 7 or 8 conference games, you have 4 conference opponents. So Sheldon dispatched North, even though it was a 28-27 game. South Medford dispatched Roseburg in easy order last week, and then we got 2 games following. So this is a huge, huge game, arguably one of the top games in the state this Friday night.
Anytime South Medford and Sheldon square off, it is so. Panthers have won 2 out of the last 3 against the Irish. It wasn't that way for a long time, going all the way back to 2008 was the last time before 16 and 17 was the last time the Panthers beat Sheldon. All 3 of those years when they beat Sheldon, they've won the league crown in the Southwest Conference, and a win tonight would put them in the direction going a long way. Sheldon will have already played both Medford schools after tonight. We'll only have Grants Pass and Roseburg left, so they probably have the easier road, and then the Panthers have back-to-back rivalry tough contests against the likes of Grants Pass and North. But if you go 2-0 through 2 conference games, you control your own destiny, and that's the spot you would like to be in as a coach, a player, a parent, doesn't matter. So that on the line here tonight, somebody's going to walk out of here with a 2-0 mark and going to control their destiny to that title of being clinched as the Southwest Conference champion. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have Coach's Corner with head coach Bill Singler on his thoughts of last week and what it's going to take for the Panthers to get the W here on the road tonight. Don't go anywhere.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery provide professional, personal, and compassionate care for their patients. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls practice the full scope of services, from corrective jaw surgery to wisdom teeth removal and much more. For more information or to schedule your complimentary dental implant consultation, call 541-779-3781.
We think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got Grand Champion, and today I got Reserve Grand Champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on LithiaSuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
Welcome back here to Dennis Ledwig Stadium on the campus of Sheldon High School, home of the Sheldon Irish, as they will exit the field. Got a chance to catch up with head coach Bill Singler. Here were his thoughts on tonight's matchup. Probably taking it at the start of the year. Talk about your last game though, against Roseburg, probably your most complete game of the season, one on the road and it being a conference opener.
Well, I think so. I mean, we always earmark special games, and Roseburg was a special game because it was our first league game, and it happened to be on the road, which has traditionally been a tough place to play. But you're right. I thought we played our most complete game on both sides of the ball, special teams, and we're going to need that tonight as well. And doesn't matter what the record is of Sheldon. They've been voted since 2000 really to have the best winning percentage of any 6A team in the state. So we know they're a juggernaut. We know they're a big time program. But you know what? We're the only team that's beat them 2 of the last 3 years as well.
Talk about tonight a little bit. What do you think that you guys are going to have to do to come in here and come out of here with a win? Well,
we're going to have to control the ball. Obviously, I mean, it'd be nice to do the same thing we did at Roseburg. We had some nice long drives, converted a lot of third downs, and it's not going to be as easy against Sheldon to do that, but we've got to stay on the field. We can't have Sheldon's offense and our defense out in the field the whole game. It's just going to wear us down because they are bigger than us. So that's going to be definitely key. We got to get off to a good start. I think in a game like this, it's tough to play from behind against good football teams. So we need to get off to a good start and hopefully get in at halftime in good shape so that we can come out in the second half with a chance to get after it.
Maybe talk injury report a little bit. Bryson Gutchess broken tibia, and then maybe talk about Mason DeVries and what he did last week, and just how amazing it was to watch him do what he did. It almost makes me emotional sitting here talking about it. But let's talk about next guy up mentality that you guys have had at that running back position all year, and what we should see tonight.
Well, it was what a feather in our cap to see Mason DeVries run at Roseburg. He got a chance in McMinnville. I don't know if he even did it in McNary, but we kind of been leaving it up to him when he's ready. And I think, and with his running back coach, Coach Ballard. So they both decided, and we really needed him, and so let's try it. And I think once he got in there and felt okay and started running a little bit, I think there was a weight lifted off his shoulders, and he just kind of let go and carried the ball 16, 17 times. We're going to need that tonight from him. We were unfortunate to lose Bryson Gutchess. He had such a great game at McNary, and he gives us a little quickness and explosion out of the running back position. But the injury's could be more serious. It's more of a kneecap fracture, and so it's not a knee ligament. We're just going to have to go in and get surgery. I don't know if we'll get him back at the end of the year, but I think that it's not as serious, so that for his football, down the road, he should be back full strength for us next year, of course. But we're hopeful of getting him back here down the stretch, maybe by the North game.
Well, good luck tonight, Coach.
Okay, thanks, Bo.
All right, go get him. That was head coach Bill Singler and his thoughts about what they needed to do to win tonight. Real quick before I go to Chief. Coach's Corner is brought to you by Bill's Glass, proud to be a sponsor of high school athletics. Bill's Glass has been the industry leader and clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and now GP. Chief, you hear Coach Singh talk about ball possession. We can't let Sheldon possess the ball. And then when we get it offensively, we can't be 3 and out. Time of possession becomes a big factor in this ball game. Sheldon wants to run it. There's no doubt about that. They're a run-first team, and even with their quarterback, they'll run quarterback lead, they'll run quarterback power. They're not trying to fool you. They're just coming right downhill at you. And in that kind of mentality, it's the 3 yards in a cloud of dust. It's tough because they have an extra blocker. When you turn as a quarterback, hand the ball off, the offense is losing a blocker. When you're just snapping it to the quarterback and saying, our 10 hats plus the quarterback running are on your 10 hats, you got one free guy, we got one guy with the ball, here we go, let's buckle up and play. Makes it difficult, puts pressure on the defense, and then, it's tough to get those stops and not let them control the ball, control the tempo. As South Medford and Coach Parnell, the defense, got to get off the field. Talk to me a little bit about, what are we trying to do defensively to stop them from what they want to do?
Well, each team, Boone, has a game plan, and there's no question Sheldon's been looking at South's offense and prolific offense as well. And so their plan is they just run, and get off to a good start, just like South must get off to a good start. But my feeling is, South, much better on the offensive side than they are on the defensive side right now. Right now, we can score some points, but if we have to go, head-to-head, toe-to-toe with that big returning Southwest Conference, played the state championship game, and most of those returners are back on the offensive line, defensive line for Sheldon. So obviously the job for South Medford defense is to be able to contain and control, but Sheldon has the same problem. They want to control the ball to keep South's offense off the field as well. So it's going to be a great matchup tonight, I think, especially after looking at that 28-27 score where Sheldon beats North up here. I think it's going to be a close ball game. I think, again, both teams have game plans, and I think that South's going to have to really put some points up, and then their defense is going to answer the call, and they're going to have to answer the call on the defensive side more so than offensively.
The Panthers are definitely going to have their hands full tonight. Their toughest test to date this season, period, point blank. The toughest game they got on their schedule, year in, year out, is the Sheldon Irish. And when you make it up here on senior night, on homecoming night, you're going to have your hands full. And this Sheldon team is feeling a little bit like, hey, nobody respects us. We're 2-4. Not that they, with that record, deserve a lot of respect, but they're playing one of the toughest toughest schedules in the state. And it's tough enough to face a Sheldon team without the Sheldon team having a chip on their shoulder. And it feels like this group has a chip on their shoulder, and they want to come out here and prove when they get the opportunity, like tonight, that, hey, we're for real, we haven't gone anywhere. So the Panthers are not catching them sleeping on them. They're going to get their best game from Sheldon. Hopefully the Panthers can come up here against their toughest competition to date and put their best on the field as well. Sheldon can get you out of it in a multitude of ways, and the thing that I see is necessary for South Medford is to keep the game close, especially in the first half. You don't want Sheldon to jump out to a 1-2 score lead in the first quarter because they'll look out. Because they get some confidence, and if they get some confidence and they get a feel for the game, then the Panthers could be in trouble. If they can continue to keep the game within one score through the first half, into halftime, into the second half, that will give the Panthers some confidence against a very game opponent in the Irish, and all of a sudden then it kind of balances each other out. You cannot get behind the chains. You cannot commit more penalties. I've coached in this game. I've played in tough games before. You cannot get behind early and come back with an unseasoned team on the road against the top team in the conference. It's just not going to work.
Well, and the X factor, Boone, is right now it's really mild out here. It's probably 60 degrees. It's beautiful. The sun was shining. We had sunglasses on. Well, I always do have sunglasses on, but it's very nice up here. The X factor, though, at 8 o'clock in the second half, supposedly, the weather forecast, what they say, newcomers and fools, the only people that forecast the weather in Oregon. But at 8 o'clock, it's supposed to start downpouring. I think that's going to be an X factor, especially if Sheldon wants to run the ball and South wants to throw the ball. And as you know, as a quarterback and as a former quarterback myself, I can remember those days. You don't want the ball slippery. All of a sudden, it starts feeling like lead. It comes out of hand. You throw it high, you throw it short, and so right now the weather's fine, but it could change here in hour 15 minutes in a Eugene minute.
Well, and why it's so important for South Medford to get off to a good start. Sheldon's big. Saw them on the field. They're big. They're fast. They're well coached. And you got to come and match their intensity early, because there's been teams that I thought at South Medford when I coached there that we could compete. We could compete. Well, you can't compete when you get down 21-0 in the first quarter. And I'm not forecasting that. I'm just saying that could happen in a hurry. Sheldon gets some confidence. Panthers haven't played anybody really that tough outside of maybe Liberty. And we saw what Liberty did to us on the ground. So it's a little concerning from that aspect. Do I think the Panthers can play with Sheldon? Absolutely. But I think behind Tuttle and Foster and with the run game that's kind of emerging with DeVries, the defense led by James Dwayne and Justin Josephson, those guys can come out here and play on this field. There's no doubt about it. As a team, collectively, with Sheldon chomping at the bit, frothing at the mouth, ready to get this thing going, ready to get the bad taste of Jesuit out of their mouth, it's kind of the perfect storm if you're a Sheldon fan. To go to 2-0 in conference, they can still win their league, end up with a record of 5-4, a winning record, and they go into the playoffs, the top 10 team in the state, and all of a sudden they're in a good spot. So they still control their own destiny in a lot of ways too. It's a really interesting matchup tonight with a lot of key dynamics going both ways. Let's see how Torrin Tuttle handles a big-time start and a big-time atmosphere on the road. Really hasn't had to do that yet. This is a lot different than playing at Centennial, and this is a lot different than playing at McMinnville. Playing at Sheldon, there's just a different feel, and you can see it in the kids' eyes on the field. So see how they handle that. See how they handle the emotion of it. And remember, all is not lost on this game. Would it be great to come out and win, put yourself 2-0? Yeah, but you still got Grants Pass, North left. So just come out, be a product of the system. Be a distributor. I talked to Torrin's dad yesterday, and he said the best thing Torrin could do is go out there and be a point guard. Not try to make too much happen. Distribute the ball to his weapons. Stay within the system and the game plan that Coach Singler's provided for you, and that's going to give you the best chance to win. You can't come out here and try to do it all on your own, because the Irish will eat you up. They'll chew you up and spit you out. That's what they want you to do. That's the trap they want you to fall in. And the Panthers, got to be I don't want to say careful early, but cautiously optimistic, and come out, play as hard as you can, as smart as you can, for as long as you can, and let's see where we end up at the end of one quarter. Let's see where we end up at halftime, and if we're in a game in the second half, that's a feather in the Panthers' cap going forward.
Well, I'll tell you, Torrin Tuttle, that kid is handling himself so well. But, yeah, started North Valley versus started at Sheldon, a little bit different. And, he handled the big one at Roseburg, handled it very, very well, handled all of the starts here at South Medford. And, I'm sure he's going to handle himself well here again tonight. But, again, it's a little bit different walking into a hostile environment on the road. Sheldon Irish, like you said, are kind of frothing at the mouth, trying to get back on the winning track and keep that rolling in the Southwest Conference. So, but I'll tell you, you got Tuttle, you got Boster, now you got DeFries back in the action. The key to this game, obviously, is the special teams and fumbles or turnovers. You cannot have turnovers. Doesn't matter what you say, what you do, at what level you got to play. And you got to execute, and it's going to be interesting tonight. See which team can do that.
Well, we're standing for the national anthem. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with our pregame show after this word.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajakapal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
In front of a packed house here at Sheldon High School, Dennis Ledwood Stadium, I'm Boomer Marshall alongside the Chief, Dan Marshall, alongside the one and only KK Franklin. The fans are rocking, the fight song is playing. This is what Friday Night Football is all about. If this doesn't put goosebumps on your back, I don't know what does. If you're American, you live in this country, and this doesn't get you going, I don't know what does. There's nothing like it. It's exciting. It's a time these kids will remember for the rest of their life. A big game on a big Friday night. Conference action. South Medford versus Sheldon. Let's go.
For all you folks at home that couldn't make the trip, we're all pumped up. They are rocking. I've said that every venue that I've done on the road and gone and done on the road. But here at Sheldon is a little different feeling, bro. It almost feels like a little cut above. These people are expecting to win. They're expecting to win every game in conference and run the table and be in the state championship just like they were last year.
It's a special time, special night. Glad to be here alongside my dad, the Chief, Caleb Franklin. Just throw up the John L. Scott scoreboard. We got about 6.5 minutes left. We're going to take a break. When we come back, both teams will be taking the field, which is like the most exciting part of the night. And then we'll get to some football. Don't go anywhere, folks. More pregame show when we come back.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lake who made it all possible. Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on LithiaSuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
The Irish have taken the field at midfield. They'll break.
Hey, good to see you. Let's go get them.
Led by senior quarterback Griff Line. The Irish, surprising, just 2-4 on the season, but by far, the way I best described it was they've played murderers well so far. They played the number 1 team in the 5A division, Thurston, lost to them. They played 2 of the top 4 teams in the state, West Lynn, and here come the Panthers on the far side.
And here come the Panthers!
Taking the field.
They're a little cocky, got a little swag going too, bro.
Well, you got to be ready for this one. Torrin Tuttle, the senior signal caller, leads them out onto the field.
I don't know if you guys can hear this at home, but listen in.
Yeah, it's rocking, man. It's freaking rocking. You got to. This is the games you live for as a player, as a coach, as a parent, as a fan. If this doesn't get you going, if you don't got a little adrenaline going, you don't got some butterflies in your tummy, there's something wrong with you.
I'm feeling it a little bit here, you know, it's like, I haven't felt that for like 60 years or something, I don't know. Since that last slow pitch softball game or something, I don't know. But I tell you, it is rocking. I think South's feeling it, there's no question. Sheldon's, they understand what's on the table here. They understand what's up.
You have to understand that Sheldon's kids, they've played in big games. These kids have played in state championships. They've played against Westlands.
Probably half these guys.
Thurston. You know, a lot of these guys have played in those games.
24.
A lot of guys in white that haven't played in a game like this. Yeah. So that's advantage Sheldon right out the gate. That doesn't mean that South can't come in here and say, hey, I'm going to punch you right in the mouth and see what happens. I'm just saying, advantage to the Irish.
Well, on senior night, you have 26 seniors. Yeah. 26 of them played the state championship last year. So, like you said, advantage Sheldon. But I'll tell you, South's pumped up offensively. You know, we talked about this in the booth last week, Boom, about it all comes down to coaching right now. Who's going to win this thing? It's wide open. It looks like teams are pretty even until you get up here at Sheldon. But if it comes down to coaching, I like our chances.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and name the captains for Sheldon. 53, Taylor Johnson. 6'4", 265-pound tackle. 52, Andy Adams. 6'2", 285-pound center DT. Number 22, Pierce Ewing, a senior. 6'2", 220, running back, middle linebacker. And quarterback, number 2, Griffin Line, 6'2", 190.
So we got some big dudes.
Those 4 guys are bigger than any one guy that the Panthers got.
They can play on the front 4 defense, offense, and I think that's where the key really is here, offensive, defensive line. But when you get right down to it, and it is in every game, but
I'll say it's an advantage for Sheldon. But can the Panthers
overcome that?
Flip the advantage that they might have with the skill and make as big a difference, if not bigger, in the skill department than Sheldon can in a difference plus minus in the offensive and defensive line department. That's what it's going to come down to. Can the Panthers get a stalemate at the offensive and defensive line? Can they not get pushed back? Can they not get engulfed? And then can the skill for the Panthers outplay the Sheldon skill? That's the whole thing in this game. Can Sheldon play even with South's skill, or can South play even with Sheldon's front? Well, you know, James Dwayne, the captains for the Panthers. James Dwayne's a big dude. He just shook hands with the the D end and the D tackle. He looked like my little sister out there.
Hey, no offense there, Emily, but hey, love you, and saying hi to Emily, Trav, MJ, and Trey Brink.
Well, yeah, I got to say hi to Coley, Cy Guy, Grandma, Sethy, Tony, Shawnee, Joe Brett,
the whole family.
The whole fam.
Get ready for kickoff.
Uncle Sean.
We're feeling it.
It's in the air. It's in the air. You can tell. This is the game that South Medford has circled on their schedule, and this is the game that Sheldon has circled on theirs. Every year, point blank, that's what it's about. These Sheldon seniors, only one time in their career has the varsity for Sheldon beat the varsity for South. The other 2 times, South beat them. So
last 2 or 3 times
for the
yeah.
Panthers.
Last 2 or 3 years ago up here, coaching with the JV group, and we walked out of here 28-0 and felt pretty good about ourselves. And I'll tell you what, right now I look at those Panthers and then watch them as we came in tonight, setting up tonight, and they're ready to go. We'll see. You know, it's the proof's in the pudding.
Yep.
10 seconds to kickoff.
Foster back to return deep for the Panthers.
Pretty sure they don't want kicking to that kid.
That he could be the difference. The way the Panthers have beaten Sheldon over the years, that they've had a skill guy that just would not get beat by them. Foster's that kind of kid. He could come out and put on a show tonight for the Panthers, to the Irish, say we're going to put it in your hands on the first play of the night. This place is rocking. Let's go.
Friday Night Lights, baby. Live and well in Eugene, Oregon.
Here we go. They will kick it deep. Foster goes back. It's going to be into the end zone and a touchback for the Panthers. Panthers will get started at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, if you can do that all night, that works, you know. And if you want to do that all night, if you're kicking off, that means something good's going on.
Torrin Tuttle, the senior signal caller, will lead the Panthers out onto the field.
Just trying to catch a Coach Singler up in the scissors. I know the wind's not blowing, it's not raining. Coach is happy up there right now. We get a shot of Coach Singler in the scissor lift or not, but always good to have the ball first, Boom. I've always said that. Give me the ball, I'll take it, especially with our offense.
Already, so that's not a good start. So we're going to go trips to the top. Alvarez, Walker in the slot. Coda at tight end. Foster to the bottom of your screen. A little 4-4 alignment for the Irish. Here's a little fly motion fake. Handoff. Zach Miller, not much doing there as he's going to lose a yard.
And, you know, that to me right there, you get penetration and from the edge there, and the entire front four of the Sheldon front four gets in there and drops the Panthers for no gain there, and that's the key to the game, offensive, defensive line.
Well, you got 8 guys in the box. You're not going to be able to run it against Sheldon with 8 in the box.
Kind of want to see a little play action there, go deep on first play, but Bill goes the other way.
Same thing, 4-4 here for the defense. Same alignment offensively here for the Panthers. Tuttle's going to drop back to pass. Looking for Alvarez on the curl. He makes a man miss. Out to the 35 and a first down, South Medford.
Good job right there. Good protection by the O-line there. And, Tuttle gets the ball, gets it out of his hands, left 2 seconds, and get a little curl. Sit down route by Alvarez. Move the chain, South Medford.
Panthers do a good job of getting out of their own end there on first down. Here we go. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Alvarez, Coda, Walker. They're going to fake a little handoff. Tuttle's going to keep it. He escapes to his right. And not doing much there. Looks like there was a little miscommunication in the backfield. And Tuttle's going to be dropped maybe at the line of scrimmage. So he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, looks like Sheldon wants to play that even front. Looks like they're a little zone cover 3 thing. It looks like right now for me, talking with Torrin, don't get antsy, don't get quick feet out there. Stay in the pocket there. A little miscommunication.
Here comes safeties as Sheldon shows blitz. They're going to roll away from it. Throw on the run. Walker drops it. Hit him right in the chest. That would have been another first down for the Panthers, if not more. They had the perfect play called from a little blitz look by the Irish.
Coming from the left edge there, Boom, and Tuttle just sprints left, and looked like he got his shoulders turned around. Nice job by Tuttle, but Walker just couldn't handle it. Just popped it up. Almost got picked off there by Sheldon. And
right between the 3 and the 6. If I'm playing quarterback and a guy drops a ball like that, you're going to hear from me, and you're probably not going to get another one for a while.
Walker's been really steady, kind of a possession guy all year, too.
Foster to the top of your screen. I think that's probably where Bill's going to go. Tuttle rolls to his right. He's going to throw it away. And the Panthers will have to punt. 3 and out. Or it's not a 3 and out as they got 1 first down, but play broke down penetration. Tuttle rolled to his right and threw it away. And Zach Miller will be back to punt for the Panthers.
Well, that's one thing I thought about all year coming into this ball game is we got to be able to protect Torin and able to stay in the pocket and throw. If he gets flushed too quickly, he can use his athleticism and escapability, but in that case,
Panthers got to be careful here.
Nobody open.
Sorry to interrupt, Chief, but Sheldon will scheme up as good a punt, block, and punt. And we got an illegal formation here from South Medford, so that's going to be another flag. They're not going to throw it. Good protection there. Miller with a nice punt. Take a Panther bounce, kind of, and then spins back at about the 35. That's where the Irish will take over, 1st and 10. So the Panthers able to get 1 first down, but then stall after that. Sheldon now take over at the 35.
Well, again, go back to Tuttle real quick. Give him some protection, stay in the pocket, but he's kind of shown in the first 6 ball games that he likes to kind of get outside that pocket anyway. So you bring pressure off the edge, get outside the pocket, and that's one thing I worry about here with the Sheldon defense, and we'll see what they got going on here on offense.
Sheldon will go 4 wide. Panthers have about 5.5, 6 in the box. There's a little wind back on a zone play, and the Irish are able to pick up 8 on first down, and that kind of spells doom for the Panthers. Can't give up 8 on first down. That's too much. And if the Irish are able to do that consistently throughout the night, the Panthers are in trouble.
Well, there's some talk about Josh Lyon not starting tonight at quarterback here.
Griffin Lyon?
Josh's son Griffin at quarterback. He's in there.
There's a little bubble. Rajon takes a terrible angle and goes inside.
Again, we were talking about that all year with Rajon.
He's got to keep her outside arm free. Gives himself up, goes inside, and now he's going to come out of the game because that very easily could have been a touchdown. And he's jogging off the field now, so they're going to have 12 on the field.
Get off the field right now.
Then here we got off the field. Here's a little power play downhill. Big hole down inside the 35-yard line.
That Mailhoff?
Lane Shields, 6'1", 200-pound senior, first down Irish.
And that, is our concern coming in here. O-line, D-line, who's going to get that offensive line, defensive line surge? Right now it's Sheldon, and, until they can stop it, Sheldon's going to keep running it.
There's a little inside handoff, move to the outside. There's nobody out there at like the 25 or 10. They're going to be out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. That was Ben Mailhoff, 6'3", 210-pound running back. The senior kind of navigated his way out there. No corner leverage again. And Sheldon will have it 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And Sheldon going hurry up, and they got Mailhoff and Shields and Lion Kid, and they got some big dudes in the backfield as well as on the offensive line. And right now, just go hurry up and run it right at the Panther.
Here comes the line. He keeps it. James Duane is there, and the Panthers get a negative play when they needed it really, really badly. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 14. Great play there by James Duane, staying at home.
Hey, Coach Parnell, he can dial up anything. The X's and O's, it's not about the X's and O's, it's about Jimmy and Joe's. And right there, Duane, he is the guy that comes in and makes a difference. He's a difference maker on that defense for the Panthers.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. There's a little Bob Duane hustling. James Duane again, 43, the senior, 6'3", 200 pounds. Great angle of pursuit there, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 15. Sheldon behind the chains, making them into a one-dimensional team here on 3rd and 15, Chief. That's what we talked about. That's what we got to do.
Well, I tell you, James Duane, he's a difference maker. Missed a couple games there, a game and a half there after getting an ejection there in the 4th game there, the 3rd game against Liberty, and making a difference right here. Little
draw coming back. Mailhoff down to about the 5-yard line. That's going to be just short. It's going to bring up a 4th and about a half a yard. So you think you make them one-dimensional, but they still run it on 3rd and 15. So here's 4th and about a yard.
And they got some big dudes up front. They're going to say, we're going to stay our big dudes against your big dudes.
Can James Duane make a play right here off the edge? He's coming, line cuts it back. Nobody home, touchdown, Irish.
You talked about that earlier, boom, you just snap it to the quarterback, and now instead of handing it off to the running back, it's a 10-11, 11-11. All of a sudden the dynamics change here in blocking schemes, and walks in untouched. Well, I don't say he walked, but
no, he walked in
danced.
untouched. He could have drove a Mack truck through there. And this is what I was talking about. 5 minutes into the contest, Panthers weren't able to sustain a drive, and Sheldon just marched right down the field. And we'll see what the Panthers do here in response. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. Sheldon with an early 7-0 lead. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this quick word from our sponsors.
There's a time machine not so far away that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Welcome back here. Irish about to kick it off to the Panthers. Sheldon went 65 yards in about 9 plays. Griffin Line scored the touchdown here. Boston with a chance to return this one. He'll break to his outside, try to get around the defense. He'll be drugged down there. It looked like it might have been a horse collar, but no flag. Boston out past the 20 to about the 22-yard line.
Hey, job for South Medford right now, just kind of regain a little composure here. Sheldon having their way on the offensive side, and, with the exception of a couple plays here by James and Wayne, had their way on the offensive side. So right now, Coach Sigler trying to dial something up, get something going here, stay in front of the chains, and move the ball down the field.
Coda at tight end with Alvarez at the top of your screen, Walker and Boster down here to the bottom. DeVries is back there. They're going to run a little shovel pass to DeVries out to about the 28-yard line. So a good pickup there on first down. Tuttle to DeVries on the shuttle, and the shovel pass will pick up 5 there on first down.
Hey, that's a good, that's a great play against a real penetrating defense, and coming in, firing off, coming off the edge. Little shuttle pass there. 5 yards, 6 yards on first down. Good play call by Bill. Good execution by Tuttle. Good to see DeVries going again here tonight, Boom.
So Alvarez and Coda to the bottom of your screen. Boster and Walker to the top. DeVries at running back next to Tuttle. Snap back to Tuttle. He'll drop back. He's going to throw to DeVries, who makes a nice athletic catch. Makes a move, gets vertical. He's going to pick up about 4. That's going to bring up a third and very manageable 1 for the Panthers as they try to move the chains here and get that first down to get the drive started, Chief. And they're going to go hurry up.
I like that. I like this Southland hurry up mode, especially 3rd and short. Get the ball out, get it in Tuttle's hand, get it to DeVries, get the ball up the middle, go quarterback sneak even.
There's a quick little handoff to DeVries. Swallowed up in the backfield and tackled for a loss of about 3. And out will come the punt team.
Well, now hurry up. It's got to be hurry up. It's got to be quick, and a little delay in the backfield, a little mesh point problem there. I don't know.
Well, it's tough when you have 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers stacked. You got 5 blocking them. What's going to leave one of those stacked backers? And obviously they're smart enough to read that they're going to hand the ball
run through it.
You hand it off to him 4 yards deep. Sneak the ball from 1 yard. That's the adjustment you make. Don't let him get that full head of steam to that mesh point. Sheldon's able to do it there. Here's a high snap. They got pressure. Zach Miller able to get it off. Up come the Irish, and the Panthers are right there to put them down, but the Irish have the ball at great field position here again. Just 5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter.
Not a great
can't go on 3rd and 1. You can't turn around, hand the ball off without a deep blocker when you got 5 blocking 6. It doesn't work.
No, and I thought right there if we're going to go. I thought
1 more.
3rd and 1. I thought hurry up. Let's go quarterback sneak there. Something quick, get it up the middle, and we hand the ball off. And to their credit, D-line for Sheldon just smelled that out, stuffed them. Great job by Panthers special teams to hold them at the 40.
Yep. Here we go. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Lions just going to run with it to the top of your screen. Blocker out in front. Griff Lyon is going to be able to pick up about 3 or 4 there on first down. So not terrible from the Panthers. Minimizing that run on first down. It'll bring up a second and let's call it 8. So maybe a gain of 2 there from Lyon. But a straight quarterback lead there with a running back out in front. And Griff Lyon has the capability as just as good a running back as anybody that the Panthers will see in this league playing quarterback. Trips to the top of your screen. Lyon will drop back. Here's a little screen pass. Linemen are downfield. Great tackle there by James Dwayne. Lyon was able to pick up about 3 or 4. Panthers got to recognize it's a screen situation and not to go for his pump fake because all the linemen are downfield. Even if he throws it, there's going to be a penalty. At that point, you got to be coming up thinking, I'm going to hit. So bad job recognizing there by the Panthers. Good finish by Dwayne. Bring up a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, early on didn't recognize that. Good adjustment coming up. Dwayne coming up. Keep him short of first down. 3rd and 5.
Got another 6 here. Line back to pass. Looking. He's going to throw outside. And that's going to be caught for a first down. That's number 4, Hunter Anderle. Anderle, the senior, 6 foot, 190 pounds.
Hey, just a quick out. Hey, quick out there, boom, and a little soft coverage, and it's kind of a gimme out there. Lyon not known for his great passing skills, more of kind of a runner and option runner, and more of a power runner type kid. But makes a good throw there, good catch, first down, the Irish.
Back to the ground game. Panthers are there, though, this time as James Dwayne, again, with a great play there in the backfield, and holds the Irish to a minimal gain of about 1.
Hey, great job by the Panther front 4 there, and Dwayne coming in and finish that off. But I'll tell you, he is difference maker. He's not in there. Panther defense, a little different look there.
So here we go. A little tight end here to the bottom of your screen. Twins to the top. Here's that little counter play. Panthers look to almost be on skates up front. Defensive line is just getting pushed back. The pull and the kick out and that tackle up and through. And Panthers looked like they had it fitted up pretty good. But once contact was made by Sheldon, they weren't able to keep that stalemate. Sheldon was driving them back.
Well, this
3, 4, 5, 6 yards.
Veteran defensive or offensive line for the Sheldon Irish that played in the state championship game, and they're proving it here right now, here in the first quarter.
Panthers a little late to get off the ball there. Lyon breaks a tackle. He's into the secondary and down inside the 20. First down, Irish.
Great read there there's just a little read play there. Faking the ball outside and reading that defensive end. He comes down on that boom. Lyon keeps the ball. Big game. And I don't know if he caught that Caleb or not, but had me faked out a little bit. Good job there by Lyon and Sheldon Irish offense.
Irish will hustle up to the ball. They'll get up there, a little dummy count, then they'll look over to the sideline to get the play. Sheldon is, if they're looking at the defense, seeing man coverage across the board here, and they're going to go ahead and throw it out here quick. Panther defense, though, chasing Justin Josephson down the line. Catch made there by number 80, Taylor Cisneros. Cisneros, 6'2", 220-pound tight end.
Again, it was just kind of a read by Lyon there. Read that, see what you got in the box and make that throw. But he doesn't look like a natural thrower there. Kind of forcing it, but getting the job done.
Mail off outside. Panthers lose their leverage, and that's going to be first and goal. There is a flag down, though.
Looks like that's going to be an offensive flag. Early movement, legal formation, something going on, legal procedure on the Irish, I think.
We'll take a look and see. And it was a flag against the Irish. I didn't catch what it was.
Little legal formation or legal motion. Get a 5-yard penalty.
So it'll bring up a 2nd and 9 instead of first and goal at the 5, which is huge.
Panthers kind of catch their breath a little bit here.
Yeah, just kind of what I said couldn't happen so far has happened. And I was afraid of it happening because the Panthers have not been in a lot of games like this, with this atmosphere, with this excitement. Line back to pass, and there's another flag. And we're going to have a false start against the Irish. But it's concerning to me when you play in one of these games against a team that's well-seasoned The Panthers are very raw at this point. You know, they have played at Centennial and they played at McMinnville. They haven't played at Sheldon. There's maybe a few kids out here that have, and it's just a different level of football. It really is across the board. The speed's faster. Everything's faster. So it's tough to get used to. Here's a handoff up the middle. Running past one. Through a defender. Panthers trying to tackle the football there. Looks like the Panthers might have come out with it.
Looked like they had a shot at it, Boom, but the official's not giving it to them. And looked like our down lineman just running past that guy up the middle. And, give them credit. Irish doing a good job up front and moving the ball now. Third down, even after two back-to-back penalties, 3rd and 5 in the red zone.
3rd and 5, huge for the Panthers here to try to get a stop. Line with the snap. He's sprint to his left. Nobody there. He's going to throw late. Out left to the flat. Wide open out there is a Sheldon receiver, and that's going to be a 1st and goal for the Irish at about the 7-yard line. Panthers had it covered initially. Then that guy who had the flat floated back after line broke contain and looked to hunt up another receiver. If he just would have stayed there, he would have been in perfect position for defense. He's trying to do not only his job, but somebody else's job, and that's when you make the mistake of not doing your own job.
Stays in the flat, he'd be fine. Line, just a little sprint left, and, pump, found his guy.
There's the handoff line downhill. Good play there. 34 for the Panthers. Is that Jamal? Jamal Parnell took on the blocker, went low, and able to make the tackle, holding line to just a gain of 2, and that should bring us to the end of the first quarter.
It's good to see Jamal Parnell back in the mix, so makes a good tackle right there and saves a touchdown.
We're going to take a break with him. Sheldon with a 7-0 lead headed to the second quarter, and knocking on the door again. We'll be right back after this quick word from our sponsors. Hello and welcome back here live at Sheldon High School, Dennis Ludwig Stadium. The Irish driving up 7-0 already. Griff Lyon got it started with a touchdown in the first quarter. Here they are, 2nd and goal at the 5. Tight end to the bottom of your screen. Lyon will take it, hand off to the left, and will be down just short of the goal line. It's at 22. Can't catch a number on that, but
I think we have 22.
3rd and goal here at the 1. Handoff right back to him. Panthers. Oh, it looked like they got him just short, but they go ahead and give him the lead, and Sheldon's in there for the touchdown.
Well, just a little hurry up there, give it up the middle, read that defensive end. He's not coming, give it up the middle. Trust your big offensive lineman that played in that state championship game last year, able to get the job done and put the Irish up 2 scores. So kind of putting South in a hole right now, but impressive drive again there by the Irish.
Irish looking to tack on the extra point. Snap is back. It's a good one. Hold is down. Kick is up, and it is good. Irish take a 14-0 lead. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.oregon.com to learn more.
Hello and welcome back here live at Sheldon High School. I'm Boomer Marshall alongside the Chief, Dan Marshall, and Caleb Franklin on the video. Sheldon Irish have jumped out quick to a 14-0 lead here with about 11 minutes and 34 seconds left in the second quarter. Panthers so far have registered 1 first down, but not much after that, as they were stopped on their second drive on a short 3rd and 1 play and a tackle for loss. Sheldon, though, in 2 offensive drives, have gone 65 and then 60 yards, back-to-back drives, both to pay dirt for touchdowns. Boston will go back. That's out of the end zone. And the Panthers will take over at the 20. If you're head coach Bill Singler, Chief, what are you doing here?
Well, 2 out of 3 kickoffs there. I said if you're kicking off, good things are happening anyway. So 2 out of 3 kickoffs, unreturnable. And, Boston, the weapon, one of the X factors that the South has right now. Bill's just got to figure out some way to get a little running game and filter in that pass. But that big defensive line for Sheldon's got something to say about that. So,
well, if I'm Coach Singler, they got 7, 8 guys in the box. They're daring you to throw.
You got to throw the
backs
ball.
and a tight end, and they're going to hand off there to DeVries.
I think you got to get back to the old bubble. I mean, you got 7 guys in the box. Boom, you got that look. You got to get trips to the field. You got to throw that bob. You got to throw that little bubble, a little jet screen. But if they got 7 and they're asking you to pass, we got the guys that can do that, and Tuttle can make that throw, and we got Bosser, Alvarez, and Carson Coda. We got to start using those weapons, especially 7 in the box, and as big as they are, we got to spread them out, get them on an island.
DeVries picks up about 3.5 there on first down. Back to pass, play action. Tuttle's being chased, and is going to be sacked there. Sheldon takes him down there on a loss of about 11. There is a flag down.
Looks like in the area of holding, but I'll tell you, Colin Tuttle has not seen this kind of pressure all season, and right there, he's been able to escape that for the most part throughout this first 6 games of the season, Boom. Tonight here, not so much. I think that's a message that we got to figure it out right away. Right now, we got to get the ball in his hands, got to get it out within a couple seconds. Can't be running around using escapability, athleticism. We get the ball out, get it out quick, and screen it up, fade it up, whatever you got to do. The ball's got to get in and out of your hands and get out.
3rd and 20 here, and Coach Singler probably just trying to find some breathing room to not punt from their own end zone. Zach Miller cuts it back, and we'll have a pickup of about 2. The Panthers punt team will come back out onto the field.
So tough luck there, not only...
we got to block the down lineman. They didn't block the down lineman on the 2nd and 7 play. You're not going to block a down lineman. I don't care who you're playing. It's only going to be heightened of the result if you don't block a down lineman against one of the best teams in the state.
And then you get a holding, they get a penalty on top of it and sack, and it turns, one thing leads to another. So hopefully we get a good punt here and get out there and play some defense.
Sheldon almost blocked it the last time, had good pressure. Here's a high snap. Miller's going to be lucky to get it off, and it's blocked. Sheldon scoops and scores. Touchdown, Irish. I can feel it coming. The first one they almost got there. The second one they got closer, and then that one they were home. And they know that South's not going to fake it on 3rd and 25, so they sent them after him and high snap and 20-0 here. 9 minutes 47 seconds left in the second quarter, and my biggest fear about what would happen in this game
is happening right now.
Has happened.
And the Panthers challenge you got to regroup. And every game you have adversity, Boom. Every game you're going to have adversity, and you got to maintain your composure. You got to come out of that. Now, 3 touchdown adversity is a little bit different than 1, or going through a dry spell. Right now, we're getting our butt handed to us by a very good Sheldon team that's played a very, very tough schedule, and us not so much.
Well, you get knocked down on the canvas. You can do one of 2 things. You can either lay there, feel sorry for yourself, or you can get yourself back up. I believe the kids, the moxie of these kids at South, I believe it's built into them not to give up, to keep fighting. And that's all you can ask to do. To think that you're going to come back from this and make this a game or even win this game is a long ways away right now. Panthers got to just come out and execute to the best of their ability and not worry about the scoreboard. Can't look at that. Can't worry about what your dad's thinking. Can't worry about what people in town are thinking because North played them close. Can't worry about all that BS. You got to be worried about what do I got in front of me right now. And every game, dog to block down in this play. On the right guard, I'm going to block my butt down. And you can only worry about that. And only that way can you even come back in this kind of a situation. There's a kick high and deep and out of the end zone. And the Panthers will take over at their own 20.
Again, that's the best way to defend Austin Boster, who's been a huge threat. And Coach Singler singing his praises all season. We've seen it. Punt returns, kickoff returns, the chair, the wheel. I mean, the kid is he's fantastic when you get the ball in his hands. But if he doesn't touch it, or if Tuttle can't throw it, it's pretty tough to throw the ball when you're on your backside.
Yep.
And right now, O-line got to step up a little bit, give Tuttle some room. We got to get a little rhythm offensively, and right now I'm sure that's what Bill's trying to do.
2 backs, Coda, tight end to your right side of your bottom of your screen. Here's a handoff to the right. Not much doing there. DeVries kind of dances around, and Sheldon's defensive line pretty good.
Yeah, right now, and we kind of knew that was coming. It's going to be the tell of the tape was they're bigger, they're stronger, they're taller, they're faster, and we just got to outplay them, outcoach them, and right now we got to figure it out.
And 2nd and long here, this is the down that Sheldon blitzes. This is the down that the Panthers want to go play action and take a shot, I'm just telling you. So they got to protect up front. There is the shot. Foster's out there! And it bounces just short of him. Had good protection. Tuttle just underthrew it a little bit.
Well, that's a good call there by you, Boo. And what else we got to do? We're not going to be able to pound the ball at them all night. We got to be able to spread them out, get them on the island. We have to use play action. Right there, we get play action. Boster has man beat, underthrow.
Yep.
Just kind of underthrew him there a little bit. One hopping in there, and but that's good play call and a good job there. Offensive line actually gave him a little time and just kind of underthrew it there. Torn trying to get his wings here going right now.
3rd and 10. Panthers will go out of the gun. Sheldon stemming early. Panthers moving early. Let's see if this is going to be a false start or if it's going to be against the defense. I think it's going to be against the offense. It is, and that's going to move the Panthers back.
Okay, I'm just going to blame that on DJ, our offensive line coach. A little tongue-in-cheek there, but no, Sheldon, a little more experience there, just like you said, still early, show and stunt, and we jumped there. And again, that's just experience, and that'll come. And right now, the future is now. It's like they talk about Ashland quarterback Rieger Center. The future is now. Same thing with South Medford. Future is now. You can't wait.
Snap back to Tuttle. He's going to try to run to his left. Cut up underneath one. Makes a man miss. Out to the 25. Still running. Out to the 30. And a first down. Torn Tuttle. Great effort by the senior quarterback. We got a flag on the field.
Don't do that. That's a great play. Don't throw the flag there.
Great job of Torn Tuttle making chicken salad out of chicken crud. I mean, literally, there's nothing doing there. He made 2 guys miss in the backfield. Readjusted that cape around his neck, and Superman did it all there.
Well, great job there.
Dude.
Again, all year this guy's been able to do that. Can he do it? Sheldon Irish down 3 touchdowns and be able to do it. He did it right there and got the first down.
Mitchell Walker in motion. Tuttle will roll to his right. Look for Isaac Dillon out of the backfield. He'll cut it back out past the 40. And that looked like a helmet-to-helmet shot. And here comes the flag. Sheldon player came up from the secondary, and it looked like he was hunting Isaac Dillon's head.
Another great job there by Tuttle. He's out in the flat and hitting it, making his reads. First one's not there, second one's not there. He hits the back out of the backfield, almost gets the first down, and on top of that, you get the personal foul and the 15-yard penalty, helmet to helmet, and add 15 on to that, Boom.
Panthers need to get something going here desperately. Now into Sheldon territory. It all started with Torrin Tuttle's escapability on a 3rd and 16 play when he made man after man miss in the open field. Now the Panthers got something going here. Get a score, down 20, make it 21-7. You have the opportunity maybe to get back into this thing. Here comes some pressure for the Irish. Panthers have a screen called. Boston will make the catch, try to split 2 defenders, but the Irish are there, had it defended well.
I like that call right there, especially, at this point, down 3 touchdowns, players got to step up and make plays. Tuttle made the play right there. I like that call. Well defended by the Irish out there. I mean, that's a little tunnel screen that this season's gone for touchdown after touchdown. They were able to stop that for a 3-yard game.
Yeah, we're not playing Centennial anymore.
That's right.
2nd and 7. Let's call it 2nd and 8. Boston here to the bottom of your screen. Walker in the slot. There's a play action. Tuttle running for his life to his right. He's going to throw low. Boston, did he get his hands underneath? He did. And the catch. Austin Boston with a brilliant catch on the sideline. And now get the Panthers a first down.
And that's what I was just saying, Boone. At this point, players got to make play, and guys got to step up. Torrin Tuttles and Austin Bosters and DeVries and Alvarez. Don't shy away from this moment. This is an opportunity. Step up, make some plays. Austin Boster right there. Tuttle to Boster. First down, move the chains.
Here with about 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Tuttle under center. Sheldon stemming on that defensive line.
Again, I think their experience on D-line causes some movement there by our O-line, and it moves back 5.
Sheldon stemming, doing some things unconventionally where they're moving before the snap on their defensive line to shift their front, so to say. So they're shifting all like one gap to their right before the snap of the ball. Panthers see that, not used to it, and that makes them jump because I think the Panthers are going on a silent count here. So they should be looking into the ball to go, but when they see Sheldon moving, they think the snap's going. So a nice little wrinkle there from the Sheldon defense. Tuttle back to pass. He's going to throw on the wheel. Alvarez is out there. Good play there by the Sheldon defense. Going up and being able to knock it away. Tuttle took a shot on the wheel there to Trey Alvarez, but Sheldon was there, had it read, and were able to knock it down.
Well, Tuttle right there, kind of off his back foot and gets Alvarez on the wheel, has him open, and just kind of left it up there a little bit too long, and great job by the safety for Sheldon to get over there and knock that down. But Alvarez wanting a flag, but I think it was good, no call there, let him play on.
So Alvarez and Boston to the top of your screen. Two backs, Coda at the bottom of your screen at the tight end spot. Tuttle is going to sprint left. He'll pull up, throwing. Boster on the deep comeback inside the 10-yard line. What a throw by Torrin Tuttle, moving to his left. And the Panthers are inside the 10, first and goal.
What a great job there, Irish in cover 3, showing, a lot of pressure off their front 4. You got 4-4-3 showing cover 3, and Tuttle just planting that back foot, making a great throw, and Boster always find a way to get open. First and goal inside the 10.
Panthers desperately need a score here. Cut into that Irish lead. Tight end to the top of your screen. Carson Joe at fullback. Sheldon moves. They stem. It's that Isaac Dillon. Cuts it back a little bit there. See the Irish stemming. It'd be great if the Panthers could get that snap while they're stemming, moving laterally. Then you're able to get the push against them. So it's kind of a gamble that can pay off or can go against you if you're the defensive line. There it ends up working out for Sheldon. The Panthers only get a yard. And it seems like down here it's going to be tough sledding. We're going to have to work our one-on-one matchups out here with Boster and Alvarez in our combination routes. Maybe look back to Cody here. Maybe he's singled up and take a shot there to the big fella.
Yeah, get him out on the island here. I like the play action look, but we're going two backs here. So, again, got to watch out for that D-line. Moving too early. A little play action.
Looking for Coda. And that's got to be a PI. No PI.
Didn't get the call, but
wow, he's hanging on his back.
I'd kind of like to see trips to the field and then play action back to Coda on that backside, but nevertheless.
I'd also kind of like to see Boster on a fade down here. The guy's playing bump coverage. There's no free over the top. Boster's going to go up and win that matchup. See what Coach Singler here dials up.
Well, definitely 4-down territory. Not going to be kicking a field goal, so, hey, whatever we need to do, get half of it, get all of it. We're going to get 2 downs and get it, Broom.
There's a little play action. Looking, Isaac Dillon makes a one-handed catch, and that's got to be tackled with the helmet or something inside the helmet. Great throw there by Tuttle. They're going to pick up about half of it. That's going to bring up 4th and goal here at the 5-yard line.
Sheldon bringing the house there, and Tuttle able to get it over to Isaac Dillon. Was that Dillon there on the catch?
That was Isaac Dillon.
I was thinking it was Carson Joe, but he makes a great catch, even though it wasn't a big gain. But able to get
late onto the field here. We got to make sure we don't get a delay of game.
Going to have to call a little timeout.
And yes, the Panthers will take a timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back after this quick word from our sponsors.
1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Hello, welcome back here. Dennis Ludwig Stadium at Sheldon High School. The campus of Sheldon High School. The Irish lead 21-0. Panthers here knocking on the door, though. It's 4th and goal at the 5-yard line. Let's see what Coach Singler comes out of the timeout with. Boster and Alvarez will be to the top of your screen. Coda here to the bottom of your screen. Carson Joe and Isaac Dillon in the backfield alongside Torrin Tuttle. They have man coverage at the top of the screen here with a safety kind of lurking at the goal line. Maybe looking for Boster on that slant here. Be a great time for a little double move if you're Austin Boster. Maybe a little slant back out. Possibly a little option route. Coda on the backside too. Here's the snap. Thrown, back shoulder, and that's going to be knocked away as that safety inverted out late. And it's tough to run a fade with your quarterback when you're at the 5-yard line because it takes too freaking long. You got to run it under center. And I know I'm being critical there, but there's no way on earth you can run a fade from the 5-yard line out of the gun. Can't do it.
No, and on top of that, you know, they've seen some film on us all year. They know Boster's going to be the go-to guy, and he runs a little fade out there. He show man coverage out there and the safety over the top. The safety comes over and makes a great play, but, you know, I'd like to see a little something, maybe Coda underneath, double, you know, pump that. Yeah. Little rub, something, little combination route or something. But, you know, at this point, you know, I don't even want to say it, but it's getting late early for South. We need to play a little defense right now.
4 minutes left here in the second quarter. There's a handoff. And Irish will get out to about the 8-yard line. So they'll pick up about 2 there on first down. Panthers need to get right back off the field if you're the South Medford defense here. Make the Irish punt. Maybe you can get a score going into the half, get some momentum. Panthers wasted a golden opportunity there on first and goal from the 9.
Now we had a shot on offense. Now our defense got to pick up the offense.
Counter coming back. And going to get out to about the 13-yard line. So that'll bring up a 3rd and about 3. This is a critical down here if you're the Panthers.
Is that Charlie Campbell on the boys and Krupp and Gio Rios?
That was Roars.
Is that Roars and Krupp? Gio Rios.
Yep.
And they gotta step up. They're outgunned a little bit right now. Got to step up here in the middle.
Quarterback keeper, and his second effort is going to get it. Griff Line with that push on the second effort, and they'll move the chains. They're on 3rd and 3, and a whole slew of receivers coming in. 4, 16, 3.
Sheldon right now getting the better on the defensive line, and that's all the difference in the ball game right now, Boom. Just a surge on the offensive line, penetration on the defensive line.
Here comes a little fly sweep motion. Panthers are there. Caleb Barney, nice play. The junior comes up and able to make a tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Here with about 2 minutes and 29 seconds left. I don't know why the clock stopped. Now it's at 2:23.
Great job there
every
by
4 seconds. It's being weird. Now it's going every second.
Hey, great job there by Barney. We say we've got to make plays on the offensive side. Also have to make plays on the defensive side. They show a fly sweep. Barney comes up. First defender makes that tackle. No gain.
Here's the snap line. He's going to let one go down the sideline. That's going to be too far out in front. Seth Figgins, 6'7", 230 pounds. On the outside, was trying to chase that one down.
Walker
a little bit
coverage
too far out in front. But the thing is, line.
He's not.
You got to give your boy Figgins, who's 6'7", 230, a chance to make that catch. That's way too far out in front.
Well, that's what we want to do.
Catch a break. Now 3rd and 10. Got to get off the field here for South Medford.
We want to make him throw the ball. I don't think he's the.
And completed. Out past the 40-yard line, first down Irish.
Say that's kind of out of their comfort zone when he throws the football. They want to run the ball, beat us up a little bit. Right there, makes a great throw there. Good protection. Sets that back foot. 1, 2, 3. Releases on 3, and first down Irish. Just saying, that's what we want them to do, is throw the football. We don't want them to run the ball. Get a little pressure, and
even when we get them to do it in the downs that we know what they're going to do, we still can't stop them. There's the throw that's deep and nobody home, and that's to nobody. So clock will stop there with 1 minute 30 seconds. You get him in predictable downs, and every time the Panthers have got him into a predictable down, Sheldon's still been able to pick it up. And, all you can do is try to execute in those situations. Right now they're being out-executed, out-coached, and the kids from Sheldon are used to this kind of atmosphere. They're used to this kind of games. They've played in these kind of games. We haven't, and it's showing. There's a sprint draw coming back. Panthers hustling, and able to make the play there to limit the gain to about 2. So the clock's still ticking now, down inside of 1:20, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 here. Another down that you would think, all right, this is a good down and distance for us defensively. You got to make a play to get off the field here and try to limit the damage here in the first half. Line in the shotgun, twin receivers right and left. Line will drop back to pass. He's going to take a shot down the field and too far out in front. Sheldon had a man. That was number 13, Josh Loesch. 6'3", 190 pounds. It seems like everybody for Sheldon is 6'3", 190 pounds.
Well, and I tell you, that's what we want to see. Get them behind the chains a little bit there, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, and make them throw the ball. We're going to be much better off on the defensive side if we get them in a throwing down situation versus running down. So right there, defense holds, and maybe get something happen here.
The Panthers force them into a punt situation. Foster is back deep for the Panthers. He's lightning in a bottle. Let's see if Irish go ahead and punt it to him. And it will. It's kind of a line drive. Foster's got to get over there and get it. And he's not going to be able to as it rolls out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
Good job there by the Irish special teams. Good job by the punter, and takes the Sheldon Irish bounce. Everything going the Irish way right now.
49 seconds left. Sorry, on the clock at home. 49 seconds left. The Panthers will take over at their own 13-yard line. And by far our best drive of the game was our last drive. We got all the way down to inside the 10-yard line before we stalled there. Panthers just trying to get out of their own end, maybe not having to punt here before the half is over. Sheldon with all three timeouts left, though. Tuttle in the gun. He's going to hand off to Vries, tries to wind it back, and he's going to lean forward and maybe pick up about a yard. See if Coach Lyon, the head coach of Sheldon, elects to call a timeout, or they want to let this thing run out.
I think they're going to let it run out. I think South's going to let it run out, too, and kind of regroup, get in the clubhouse, make some adjustments here. Don't do anything crazy. Limit the damage. It should be, right. We had our opportunity to cut it to 2 scores and didn't take advantage of that and let it run out, get in the half, get back in the house and figure out what's going on.
Long halftime tonight. So we're going to have Dr. Brett Champion, his thoughts, the new superintendent of the Medford School District, his interview that he had with Joe Brett, the president of Table Rock Sports, here at halftime for you. It'll be like a 25-minute halftime. So we'll have that playing for you here with 1 second left. It'll be a delay game against the Panthers, and you just don't want to do anything dumb here before you go into the break. Take a knee, get out of here, and go in and try to figure out how to come out and win the second half. I think you won the last 6 minutes of the first half. It was just the first 18 minutes were, an avalanche. And how do you find a way to come out? Because you're going to be on defense first. Come out, set the tone with the defense, try to get off the field, offensively get the ball back, try to put something together and go score. You got to compartmentalize, and there's a free rusher.
A little face mask there. I think they're going to be a defensive penalty, so the half will continue.
And if you're the Panthers and Damian Jackson, how do you let a defensive lineman go untouched and hit your running back? Almost takes the handoff there in for a touchdown from Tuttle. That's just a huge blown assignment there by the offensive line of the Panthers. And I'm sure Coach Singler is not going to be happy with those kind of plays. If nothing else, get in their way. Make them run you over, but don't just give them a free run at our guy. I mean, nobody's ever taught those kids to do that. And
who taught you to do that? Nobody coached you to do that.
It seems like the Panthers are playing with a much muddier picture, not a clear head. And Sheldon is the team that's playing with the clear head.
Well, we got Coach up in the scissors, and sure, he had a bird's eye view of this whole first half and not very happy. And
the Panthers are actually going to decline the penalty and say, we're going to take it in. We need to go talk. We're not even going to give them another chance to run another play. That's a lot of respect there. That would at least brought you out to the 30. Coach Singler is ready to get his guys in the locker room, talk to them, regroup. Let's get our game plan in order, and then let's come out and just try to execute every play. And I think the adrenaline, I think the atmosphere, I think playing against a team that played in the state championship game last year, you saw what happens when you get playing against a team like that that's hungry, that's coming off a big loss against Jesuit. Kind of an embarrassing loss, 41-17. Sheldon's hungry. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. And the Panthers, it was a perfect storm, but it was a perfect storm for the Irish. And so far, it's been all Sheldon, 21-0 here.
Well, the Panthers maybe read a little bit of their own press clippings there, thinking they're a little bit better than they are. I'm not talking about coaching staff or our program. I'm just talking about high school kids, and a lot of them haven't been here, Boone.
Yeah, they haven't, and they just got a baptism from this
by fire.
Group.
That's right.
And see how they respond. They responded well there late in the second quarter. Can they continue to build on that and come out here defensively, try to get a stop, get the ball back, go score, and maybe get an answer going. So long halftime. After we take this break, Dr. Champion and his thoughts about being the new superintendent of the Medford School District coming your way here at halftime. Don't go anywhere.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
Let's go!
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
How have you found Medford and how's the transition been?
The whole Medford community has been incredibly welcoming and supportive, and I've loved to see how this entire community rallies around our schools. I mean, it's just such good things happening for kids all over this community. It's good stuff.
What did you see about the district that presented opportunities you're interested in, challenges maybe that you'll face here in Medford?
Yeah, a lot of great things already happening for students here in this school district. I mean, some of the work around pathways is really incredible, and opportunities for kids to get involved early on to see, am I interested in a particular field or not, and learning that is really incredible here in the district. Yep. And then we have a great board of directors who is very interested in how do we ensure that our students are ready for whatever their next step is? And we talk about having every option open for them. And so that's important too, to have a board that understands that it's got to be always about the students. And then I've gotten to know a lot of the staff here in the district, and whether they're in the classroom or coaching, or they're at central office, or frankly in cafeterias or driving a bus. These are folks who are focused on the students, and so having that opportunity to work with these adults who are so interested in ensuring that our students are successful is just a joy. And so it has been part of my very fortunate career to be able to work in districts where that's been the case, and that's certainly the case here too. And so I was very interested in doing that in a little bit different locale here in Southern Oregon, which has been a joy as well.
Excellent. Heard great things about your visits to Kids Unlimited and Augusta Charter Schools.
Sure.
School is a little different as we go forward. Meeting the needs of kids, so that's a neat opportunity within the district, a new opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. So this idea of options for kids is something that is very exciting to me. We know that as adults, we like having options whenever we make choices about a variety of things, and the same should be true for our parents and for our students as well. Within a system, having opportunities for students to explore a variety of things, whether, to your point, whether it is in a different environment, a particular different school, or whether it is within our traditional schools, having options for kids is always a good thing. And frankly, it leads to a more quality education, because then the student's able to get in and experiment with some things, and it's not just finding things they love. That's exciting, of course, but equally exciting is when kids get into something and realize, I hate this. You know, I mean, how much better to discover that when you're 16?
They call that math, right?
No. How much better to discover that you think you want to be a vet, and instead of figuring out at 26, after you've invested in all the schooling, that I don't really like this. How much better when you're 16 to say, this is gross. I don't want to deal with this. I mean, no offense to vet folks. I appreciate those guys. But again, we want to make sure that there are options for kids in a variety of places, not just high school either. One of the things we talk about, I love the staff here in the Medford School District, talking to some elementary teachers recently, this idea of making sure that students are building relationships with each other in our classrooms is so important, because we're a relationship business. I mean, that's what we're all about. And so part of our work with social emotional learning and ensuring that our kids are knowing how to get along with each other, and part of that is in this whole idea of choice. Yeah.
How have you found Medford, and how's the transition been?
The whole Medford community has been incredibly
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data. Let's go! At US Cellular, we...
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger. Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's gonna take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
How have you found Medford and how's the transition been?
The whole Medford community has been incredibly welcoming and supportive, and I've loved to see how this entire community rallies around our schools. I mean, it's just such good things happening for kids all over this community. It's good stuff.
What did you see about the district that presented opportunities you're interested in, challenges maybe that you'll face here in Medford?
Yeah, a lot of great things already happening for students here in this school district. I mean, some of the work around pathways is really incredible, and opportunities for kids to get involved early on to see, am I interested in a particular field or not, and learning that is really incredible here in the district. Yep. And then we have a great board of directors who is very interested in how do we ensure that our students are ready for whatever their next step is, and we talk about having every option open for them. And so
hello and welcome back here. Scoreboard's out on the field, so we have no clue how much time left before we bring it back. But the Panthers trail 21-0 here at half. Sheldon came out, hit him in the mouth early. And the Panthers really didn't get settled. They're kind of getting to the flow of the game until about 6 minutes left in the first half, Chief. So for 18 minutes, Sheldon was standing there punching. South was taking the blow. And it took them until about 6 minutes left to kind of punch back. Now that 6 minutes was pretty even. Panthers had an opportunity inside the red zone, didn't score. They made Sheldon punt. So if you're Coach Bill Singler, those are the positives you're taking from the first half. And you got another half of experience in a big game that maybe you didn't have before. What's your take so far, Chief?
Well, we talked about the difference going to be on the offensive defensive line, and we have 26 kids for Sheldon that played in the state championship last year, at least 26 kids. We had 26 seniors in the senior night, homecoming, so we got a little more experience, a little more veteran ball club, and the game could easily be 14-7. We missed that opportunity late. We give up one early, and so it's not, even though it's 21-0, and seems like it's late. It's getting late early, but it actually could be a little bit closer than that. But we got to execute. We got to execute on the offensive side, because defensively, it's going to be tough to hold these guys down. They got 21 in the first half, and they could easily put up another 21. As long as we can keep behind the chains, make them throw the ball, I think we'll be okay. But we got to be able to stop that run game, and then our offense, we got to be able to score a couple times, put a little heat on them.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, second half action coming your way.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
but not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round.
Here we go, the second half. We're underway. Ball skips away from a Sheldon player into the end zone. And that's how we'll get started here in the third quarter.
That kind of shaky little play right there by the Sheldon deep back right there. If he touches him, gets back in there, you get a safety or have to run it out of your own end zone, but evidently did not touch it. But up here in the booth, it looked pretty close, bro.
Mom and Coley, if you guys are still listening at home, where the heck are you? Me and Dad are running down trying to get chocolate milk and burgers and chili.
Where's the hot dogs?
Jeez Louise.
And hey, you know, one thing positive up right now here, it has not rained and it's halftime.
Yeah. Panthers are late to get out on the field defensively. There's a bunch formation, a handoff. I don't know where Mitchell Walker's going. He's 14 yards wide of the play, and they just run zone. There's a flag down here at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, Walker was as the corner's coming up and running upfield, and the guy's running up the seam. So, but we get a holding call there or block in the back. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the official call yet, but good news for the Panthers. After that big run, first down, we get a holding call on Sheldon.
So that'll bring up a 1st and 9. Penalty occurred at the 31-yard line. That'll move it back to the 21.
And Broom, coming out of the half, both teams are going to make some adjustments, and we got to make some adjustments on the defensive side. And it's crucial in this first series that defense kind of holds, makes those adjustments, make them punt, get the ball back.
Sheldon kind of wants to be in this bunch formation. Sheldon running back makes a miss. Downfield and will step out of bounds. Is that 35? 25, Lane Shield, 6'1", 200 pounds. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Yeah, just right now, as we talked about earlier, they all look 6'3", 190, 6'1",
Sheldon's lined up on the ball. South has no idea where the ball's at.
We're still running off the field. Luckily, we get the dummy count and get off the field without 12 men on the field, but South's got to do a little bit better job on the front line.
There's a handoff against Shields through the middle and down to about the 41, so a pickup of 6 on first down.
And, just like we talked about, our biggest fears are coming true right now, and the same with Coach Parnell and, trying to figure out how to stop this Sheldon offensive run game right now, and it's all about the front four and our linebackers coming, and we got to show different looks. Somehow we got to do something to stop these big old boys running right at us.
Downhill and a pickup of about 2. It's going to be close to a first down. I think it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 1.
Right here now, big down here, show something different. There's something in the A gap. 3rd down, I'm sure Sheldon's having their way. They're just going to run right at us. So maybe stunt the A gaps and, get a little, shake something up and show a little different look here. And they're going to come right downhill at you, so you know that. Bring that linebacker up right now.
A little counter play. Quarterback keeps it. And there is a flag. Chucky Campbell was screaming for it. There was a hold. And that'll move it back. So that'll bring up about a 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12.
Hey, you don't hold the swag diesel, man. I'm telling you that. Yeah. You hold him, you're going to get a flag. And I tell you, he's a sophomore kid out there playing his heart out. Get the call there. That's a big call right there. Otherwise, they have an easy first down. And quarterback, reads that defensive end, reads that holding penalty, and was able to pick up that first down easily, but the holding penalty is going to bring him back.
3rd and 12. Early in the third quarter.
Big play right here for the South Medford defense and their ball club right here to stay in the ball game.
Quarterback run left. He's got a convoy of blockers out in front.
And we got look like a crackback block. Just leveled Riley Heim, and that play is coming back. That was a blindside, just earholed Riley Heim. And luckily the officials seen it, Broom. I can't believe it's a holding call. What I saw.
Like a hog tie. So now 3rd and 17. 3rd and 19. Snap to, there's a pump and go. They got him. Open down the field and through the hands of number 12, Bryce Messner.
Well, and that's what we want to do is get him behind the chains, and luckily...
3rd and 17, what are we doing jumping a hitch route? I mean, that's like simple stuff.
That's defense 101. You can't do that. I'm sure Coach is going to talk to us. Is that Walker again out there? You soften up. Don't take that bump look. Don't take that double move look. 3rd and 17. Get off the field, make him punt. Got lucky there that he dropped the ball.
So the Panthers are going to get off the field here on 3rd down. Almost got a roughing penalty. Foster back, able to make the catch at about the 15 on the fair catch. We'll take a break with them. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsor.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on LithiaSuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy efficient.
Now we're back live here. Panthers under center. Fullback Joe in motion. Zach Miller pounds it downhill, but nothing doing there. Panthers will pick up about a yard.
And that's our calling right now for South Medford and Coach Singler to figure out offensively what you're going to do with this big Sheldon defensive line and their blitzing linebackers, and what are you going to run? You're going to run the ball, you're going to play action, and right now we're going 7 in the box. We got to go play action. I think we need to spread them out a little bit and get them out on an island because we were unable to run the ball effectively.
There's play action. We got Joe out in the flat. He makes a catch. He's going to get vertical, and he's going to pick up about 7. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
I love that little back out of the backfield there. You show a little run action, especially 7 in the box. Get that back out of the backfield. Nobody was on him, really. I mean, good job by Carson Joe. Get his head turned around. Good job by Tuttle. Good fake. Get the ball out of his hands, and 3rd and short.
Tuttle waiting for the play. Panthers get it in now. Hustling from the sideline. The Panthers got to hurry here if they want to get it off before the delay of game.
Got to watch that back judge see his hand up. And it's about ready to come up, I would think, Broom, but...
Wow. There's a defensive stunt there on the defensive line.
Evidently, this must be the first time Sheldon showed that because we haven't been able to adjust to that all night long. And I'm sure at halftime, Coach DJ, Coach Parnell, Coach Singler talked about that. But on 3rd and short, they do it again, and we jump again.
So we'll bring up 3rd and 7. Just shooting ourselves in the foot.
They had to show that, so I don't know. Maybe they haven't. Maybe that's the first time they showed it all year.
If they haven't shown it, you're going on your snap count. Like, play action. Tuttle's going to make a miss. He's going to make a throw. And that's incomplete. Alvarez looked like he had it. Tuttle made a great play just to escape the pressure there. But the Panthers will punt.
Had pressure off the edge there, and Tuttle, making a good move and doing a great job just getting rid of the ball. And then Alvarez looked like he almost makes a great catch and just thrown behind him and to the left under pressure and incomplete.
Last time the Panthers punted, it was blocked for 6. This is a good snap. Zach Miller's able to get it off. It's a good punt. Moving the Sheldon returner back. And the Panthers will tackle him there after a return of about 2. Panthers have had opportunities. They gave up a punt block for a touchdown. That made it 21-0, but then they've had a drive of their own stall out at the 5. And then looked like they were going to have the first down there, but unable to get it after shooting themselves in the foot with a penalty. Game's a lot closer, I think, than the 21-0 score.
Yeah, we don't get the block punt, execute on special teams and, deep in our own territory, get a block for a touchdown, and then don't take our opportunity and score down there. It's a heck of a lot closer ball game, but right now, Panther defensive game, we're going to call on them to make a play here, and that front four has got to get toughened up because they're going to just pound us again.
Downhill, James Dwayne, kind of a shoestring tackle off the outside, and the Irish pick up 7 on first down.
Well, that's just good offensive line play by the Sheldon Irish. Hard running by the running back, 6'1", 205. The Shields kid, that Milhoff kid, the line kid, they're just going to keep coming, and they're going to run it until you stop it. If you can't stop it, I'm going to keep running it.
2nd and 3 here for the Irish. Line's going to run left. He's got a convoy out in front of him. And the flag will come in late.
Sheldon coach going crazy on the sideline, but obviously he got another hold.
Yeah.
And back in the day, tongue in cheek, cheat to win. You can't do that, over and over and over. And in Eugene throwing flags, when you hold people, you're going to get penalized and going to move you back 10 yards. And right now, that holding call has been our best ally here in the second half, bro.
Yeah. So that'll move the ball back to like a 2nd and 7 now.
Well, Carson Joe, Riley Heim, Barney, Walker, Krupp, JJ, Swag Diesel, these guys got to pick it up a little bit.
And there's a counter blocking that's just textbook. Football comes out. Krupp comes up with it, but they're going to call him down. So that'll bring up a critical 3rd and 3 here.
That Gio Rios kind of looking like he was shaking up on the play a little bit. He's a big old boy, and he's a good, tough down lineman, both sides of the ball, and ask him to do it again.
Our big old boy is 6 foot, 230 pounds. That's the difference.
Well,
defensive tackle, our biggest guy is 6 foot, 230. Their running back 6 foot, 230.
Well, and Coach talked about that yesterday, and Sheldon's still Sheldon, and they're bigger, stronger, faster, and right now it's kind of taking its toll on our defense.
Here's a snap. Lions going to run outside. And there goes a flag again, and that was definitely a hold. This thing's getting chippy out there.
Riley Heim kind of, I don't know if he was on
got extremely held, like blatantly out in front, arm out, grab and turn.
officials kind of talking it over if it's a hold or...
Well, it's definitely a hold. The question is, after that, was there some extracurricular?
Yeah, they were pushing and shoving down there, and right now, like we talked about, ebbs and flows and coming through adversity and maintaining composure, and right now, South has no choice but to do that, and it's going to go, the call's going to go against the Irish, so we're getting some breaks here, which normally you don't get up here. I mean...
So we have offsetting penalties. One against the offense, one against the defense. And I can only imagine if somebody from the offense grabs you by the face mask and throws you down, how you're supposed to respond to that. Sitting there taking it, so. It's still first down.
Tough call.
If it's still first down, shouldn't it be 1st and 10?
So officials now having trouble marking the ball, figuring out what's going on. You get offsetting penalties, but can't have first down and 3.
You can't have 1st and 4. Because that would make the result of the play legal. This is incorrect. Just if you're wondering at home.
They should move that back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yep. Or it should be 2nd down. Lions going to pass.
Well, besides the penalties, Boom, Sheldon in the second half here having his way offensively.
Walker kind of ole. Here comes a host of new Panthers. Here comes another flag.
Well, official either that offensive line or Sheldon offense is, really struggling blocking offensively and holding every time, or the officials trying to make a statement or make a point, the Sheldon coaching staff, that, hey, they're holding on every play.
Literally every play. I've never seen anything like it. There's probably been 9 holding calls against Sheldon this half. I mean, literally. And I just don't think they're probably, just making it up. They're definitely seeing it. Like, if you're calling it, you're seeing it.
So, yeah, they're making a point. Their offensive line's just blatantly dragging our guys, grabbing jerseys and throwing them down.
Line running right. There's another hold. They didn't call it, though. Coach Parnell, South Medford, going to call a timeout. He's going to come out and talk. We're going to take one with him. We'll be right back after this quick word.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
Welcome back here live at Sheldon High School. I'm Boomer Marshall alongside the Chief, Dan Marshall. Sheldon leading 21-0 here with 4 minutes, 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Game has turned extremely sloppy. And Justin Josephson's going to take Griff Line down for the sack.
JJ doing a good job there, and Line just, little read play, reading that defensive end. Justin Josephson having nothing of it. Makes a great play, puts him behind the chains, and like you say, getting real sloppy here right now, Boom. Great job there by JJ and the Panther defense.
2nd and 17. Line rolling left. Panthers are there. He's going to go deep. Rajon's back there. He just kept running. He could have parked underneath that one and caught it. Tries to reach up with one hand. Try to hot dog it.
Yeah, just go get that one. Pressure from the outside. And good job by Panther D bringing pressure on Line. He kind of throws it up for grabs, and we don't go get it. Still got him behind the chains. Good job by Panther D.
3rd and 16 here.
Could have used a big turnover right there, though.
2 downs here for Sheldon to get 16. They do have a good kicker, so here comes Josephson. He's going to take a shot up and make the catch, and they get the first down on 3rd and 17. Braden Ryan, 6'2", 185 pounds, goes up and makes the play.
Like taking candy from the baby right now for Sheldon.
And in for the touchdown is Ben Mailhoff. Can't give up 3rd and 17.
No, 3rd and 17, got him behind the chains and give him the first down and goal at the 1. You know they're going to take it in with that pounding running game they have, and somehow Panthers got to come back, overcome that, regroup, and get after it.
Snap good, hold down, kick up, and it is no good.
Well, that's about the best thing that's happened in the second half besides all those holding penalties against Sheldon. And, right now, Boom, it's just a matter of South's got to toughen up. And, it's a mindset. It's a schedule thing. It's a, team that was in the state championship game last year versus a very inexperienced team here. So it's just growing pains, I think, a little bit on South Medford's part. And they got to answer. They got to respond.
Yep. You do that by putting a drive together here. 3 minutes and 17 seconds left in the third quarter.
But 3rd and 17 is kind of broken coverage there, and
just wide open, really.
And Line makes he makes a good throw.
It's just the seam route. You can't give him inside position, and that's what we did. We jump outside. He goes inside. Now he can just basically box us out, use his size, and Line just kind of throws it up. The receiver stays between him and the defender, and you can't let him cross your face in that situation.
C'est la vie for the homeboys on that one.
There's a kick into the end zone again, so the Panthers will have it at their own 20.
And that's a good weapon Sheldon has right there, their kicker. In the end zone, no return, taking that threat away from Austin Boster all night long, being able to return anything. I think he's got one punt return or fair catch a punt, and
Yeah.
Maybe one kickoff return for less than 10 yards. So
yeah,
very effective on special teams and a kicking game for Sheldon.
Panthers back to the shotgun formation here. Do they have enough players on the field? They don't. They're missing somebody. Tuttle's just going to keep and run right. Mitchell Walker blocks nobody. And the Panthers only had 10 men on the field.
I was going to say, we're missing a receiver out there, a tight end on the outside to the boundary side. Now we got somebody. Is that Alvarez coming in?
Yeah.
Well, a little out of sorts tonight, and Coach Singler trying to figure out what to dial up here, Boom.
Here's a drop back, little swing pass. Zach Miller tries to make a move outside, and nothing doing. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. Frustration is starting to. You can see it setting in with the Panthers.
Well, you can see it in our play calling too, kind of, as a play caller and offensive coordinator or head coach trying to make those calls. What are you going to dial up when can't get anything long, can't get protection to go long? You don't get a guy out there on the field and play breaks down. Quarterback has to try to make stuff up. Now you got 3rd and long, and got to have a combination route.
You got to be able to run some kind of something to the sticks. Maybe get Coda on a crossing route. And I think that's a delay of game against South Medford. Takes a timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back after this. And we're back here. 3rd and 10. Look for a little double move situation. Boster double covered. Going to work back to the ball, and Tuttle has to throw it late. Had a little bit of pressure. When you have 7 in protection and you rush 4 and you get home before the routes run, not going to have really that much of a chance.
No, and I'll tell you right now, they're just getting outplayed, outgunned, and to Sheldon's credit, they came out with a game plan and they're executing it. They're beating us on the offensive side, they're beating us on the defensive side, and offensively we haven't been able to do anything tonight, which unlike a South Medford Panther team. So just kind of outgunned right now, Broom.
There's a good punt, good hang time. Fair catch at about midfield. That's where Sheldon will take over with the 27-0 lead. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on LithiaSuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
I saw a parent, dad in the stands yelling at his kid, trying to coach him from the bleachers, and then...
Welcome back here. Little chat they had here. They're going to take a shot to number 1. He's wide open. I saw it from the sideline. Good play by Walker. I mean, I watched the head coach for Sheldon sit there, tell one what to run. Then he told his son, make sure you throw it out there to him. They give him a high five. Like, if any coach is worth his salt is watching that from upstairs. They're saying, they're throwing it to one, they're throwing it to one.
And I think that's supposed to call that. And Walker, great job there. Good play action, good call by the coach. You saw it, Boom saw it on the sideline. Good throw, good play action. Walker makes a better play.
And wrapped up for a loss. It's 35. Jagus
and Krupp. Nate Krupp both penetrating behind the line of scrimmage. And good sign right there for the Panther defense. You know what? Good sign of a good football team. You don't give up.
Yeah, they need to get off the field right here. 3rd and 14. Here comes a screen. They call it all the way from Medford, Oregon. Good hustle, Chucky Campbell down the line. And the Panthers should get off the field now as the wind starts kicking up and starting to get really cold here.
And all of a sudden, the weather's been cooperating all night. And all of a sudden now, the wind's picking up. And it's supposed to be pouring down rain right now, so kind of fortunate right now for South that we're still able to throw the ball here and going to the end of the third quarter, coming in the fourth quarter. Be interesting to see how offensively we react the rest of the way, Broom.
So the Irish are going to take a timeout with 1 second left here in the third quarter. We'll keep it right here for this because we're going to take a break at the end of the quarter. Sees the Irish elect to go for it. If they send their offense back out there, maybe they try to draw them off sides. Or if they're just going to straight up go for it. Looks like the Lions coming off the field now. Little guys are going on. And
well, I'm thinking maybe with that weather change, maybe they're just waiting to go ahead and kick it with the wind at their back here, and that's why they call a timeout. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but 4th and long, I would certainly think they're going to kick it away.
Crater is up over Ashland 28-7 with 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, I was expecting Ashland to play them a little bit tougher, but Crater, a good football team. Ashland got a good football team, so.
Foster back to receive the punt. It's a line drive right at him. Foster kind of slips down there. And the Panthers will take over at about the 17-yard line as we head to the fourth quarter. So through 3 complete, Sheldon 27, Panthers 0. We'll be right back after this.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
And welcome back here live. We're coming into the fourth quarter. 1 quarter of football left to be played here. Panthers trying to get something going. Will take over now. Their own 17-yard line. Tuttle under center. They're going to run counter back to DeVries, who's going to get out to about the 20-yard line. A pickup of 3. Mason DeVries goes, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 7.
A good job there by the offensive line. Pick up some positive yards.
Panthers down there, Chief. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, we got a guy down, and but again, Bill trying to find something that works. And pick up 4 or 5 on a first down, keeps you in front of the chains a little bit there, and then we got a Panther down.
Can't quite tell who it is on his side, so we're going to take a break. Hopefully he's okay. We'll be right back after this.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous.
So the injured player on the field for the Panthers, senior offensive lineman Max Adams, as Coach Woodward and Coach DJ Damian Jackson will help Mr. Adams off the field. Hopefully Max is okay. He's starting to put a little bit of weight on that. It's like left ankle or left knee. Hopefully Max is okay.
Yeah, he's good hands with those guys, and Leo Russell, our trainer, is there every day and working with those kids and keeping them healthy right on top of it. So hopefully Max is okay. But again, good job there. Pick up on the offensive line there on first down. Pick up 4. Give us a 2nd and 6 and get a little rhythm here. Right now I think Coach is trying to get a little rhythm here. Get some confidence going there, and you never know. Got the whole 4th quarter left to get something going.
Tuttle under center, Joe, and DeVries at fullback. Uh-oh. That would have been a big hit.
Well, I like that little play out of the backfield, little play action, get her back out of the backfield. Carson Joe, the sophomore, did a good job getting his head around Tor and kind of getting the ball out a little early. That was like either you catch it, you're going to get a hit, or you almost looked like you threw it to the wrong guy there. It almost was pick 6.
So to bring up 3rd and a little bit less than 7, maybe 3rd and 6.5.
Like the play call there, they'll play action. Now we just got to find a hole there, move the chains.
Here's Alvarez in the flat. He's going to make the catch, going to have enough for the first down. Trey Alvarez out to about the 44-yard line. And the toughest first down to get is that first one. Panthers got it. Now maybe get some momentum and get something going here offensively.
Yeah, I like that look. We had a little bit of motion going on. Get Trey Alvarez in the mix. We haven't been able to get, obviously they haven't been watching film and, kind of keying on Boster. Kind of got to get Alvarez in the mix. You got to get Coda there. Out of the backfield with Carson Joe. Get back in our offensive rhythm.
Boster out here to the bottom of your screen. 2 backs in the backfield. They'll hand off to DeVries. Forward leaned. Out to about the 38, maybe the 39-yard line. So a pickup of about 4 there on first down.
And it kind of all starts with the running game. And, even though it's late in the ball game, you got to be able to get that rhythm going and be able to run the football first and, get that 4 yards. We haven't been able to do either effectively through 3 quarters. So let's get after it a little bit, kind of change it up, get ready to go here. 4 yards on the first down, that works.
Boster here to the bottom of your screen. Alvarez down to the they're going to go to Coda. Carson is there. He's going to make the catch at the first down. Coda on the little out route picks up about 12 yards. And the Panthers will move the chains.
And I think right now that's hey, good job right there. Good protection, good play action, good action there. Find that big old tight end. Find him somewhere, big target. Coda kind of posts up, makes a catch, and he moves the chains.
It'll go a long way if the Panthers can go down and get a score right here for their confidence going into next week versus a tough Grants Pass team. Tuttle under center. There's another play action. Good protection. Going to take a shot to Buster. They got him out in the open with the 5 leading touchdown. South Medford Austin Boster from Torrin Tuttle, 47 yards, or excuse me, 53 yards, and the Panthers are on the board.
Great job there, again, trying, the wizardry of Bill Singler, trying to figure out what to call here. And Sheldon's been playing tough D all night. We haven't been able to do anything, but you got to be able to run before you can throw it. And you got to be able to run that play action, then get that little play action, and the post over the middle, Torrin Tuttle, Austin Boster, touchdown, South Medford.
Foster's 11th touchdown on the year. Leads the league by double, he had 10 coming in. Next closest had 5. And the Panthers are on the board here. Down 3 scores, 9.5 minutes left. Get some momentum going.
Well, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered right there for the Panthers. And I didn't think it was going to come on that big post pattern there and a big touchdown, but good job, good call, and
let's take a look at that replay.
Foster always a threat and get some protection for Torrin. He's going to make that throw.
Play action, good pickup there from DeVries. Let it go. Boster's just going to run by you on the deep post. Makes the catch, able to lunge into the end zone for the Panthers touchdown. And now how big is the punt block for a touchdown? It's a score, and then the Panthers get stopped on the 1. Otherwise, this is like a 20-14 game right now, Chief.
Yeah, all of a sudden, those little things, and talk about that in coaching people all the time. You can't do the little things. You can't do the big thing and win. But if you take care of those little things, all of a sudden, instead of 27-7, it's 20-14.
Allen going to kick off. Kind of a short line drive kick. Looks like the Panthers got held there. No flag.
Well, Sheldon responds with a good kickoff return on special teams and gives them special field position right now here to respond to that touchdown. South defense got to answer the bell here.
The 9:26 left here in the fourth quarter. Sheldon leads 27-7. Panthers need to get a stop defensively. There's the snap, the handoff inside. Panthers are late closing that gap. Sheldon's able to pick up about 5 there on first down.
Well, I tell you, I've been impressed with the Sheldon offensive line, defensive line, but their running backs, big old kids, 6'1", 205, running downhill, running right at you. So, you got to get some penetration. You got to get some stunts going to stop these guys. Otherwise, they're going to do what they just did right there, 5 and 6 yards.
Sheldon now taking their time, trying to bleed some of this clock. Just the fact that the Panthers have had them, now put them into that kind of mode with some game pressure now is a good thing. Here's a quick screen out to the right. And that's got to be a hold too. My God. Trey Alvarez is out there going, what would you throw a flag on?
Well, I thought the white hat was going to pull it out right there. He just gave me that first downside. It looks like our Mike linebacker and, our outside, playing really deep off that run. We know they're just pounding us, so we got 7 in the box, but not really showing it. We're throwing 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Comes fly motion. They'll hand it off back to the running back who kind of scoots through. The Panthers, Caleb Barney will make a diving tackle there.
Is that Shields again? Or no, that's not. 25, number 25.
Yeah, Lane Shields.
He's had a night. I don't know his yardage, but
6'1", 200 pounds.
He's a load. He gets his shoulder pads down, gets his pad level low, and got a big old line he's running behind, and makes it a little bit easier for him.
Sheldon out of the gun. 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Here's a little pump and go. South Medford's back there, but under it is Sheldon. It's number 6, Carter Newman. Touchdown, Irish.
Hey, that's a great little move, little bump and go, little double move. Griffin line to Carter Newman. Barney getting over there late, and to their credit, Sheldon Irish executes touchdown Sheldon.
Kick is up. It is good. We'll take a break with them. We'll be right back after this word.
1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Foster's underneath it. Out to the 20, 25, 30, 35. And down there, Austin Buster with a nice return. That's where the Panthers will get started.
Buster, I'll tell you what, he's not going to quit. I don't think these Panthers are going to quit. And right now, it's just a matter of just keep playing, good things happen. And, the game's kind of gotten out of hand here a little bit. So now you just got to play every down, every play, and get out there and get after it. And it's not the end of the world. You're going to have to take this loss and rebound from it. But right now, Sheldon looking like in pretty good shape to win the conference championship after taking care of North and taking care of South.
Tunnel in the gun. In motion comes Boster. They'll hand it back off to Isaac Dillon, who leans forward and will pick up about 2 yards.
I said earlier in the evening that the winner of this game, in my opinion, is going to win the championship, and not that Grants Pass or Roseburg's not going to put up a fight, but this Sheldon team looks like the real deal, and their tough schedule and their power ranking shows it.
Well, even if they lose now one of those two games, they'll still win the league because they have beat North and South, so it doesn't matter.
With
here's a little screen pass, Isaac Dillon. So they could lose the Grants Pass, beat Roseburg, and still win it. That's why even if South would have won tonight, if they lose to North or Grants Pass,
it's still on. Yeah, it's kind of
three-way tie. So Sheldon has the easier way home, so to say, over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and you talk about that's what happens when you have 5 teams in a conference versus 7 or 8. The math is a little bit easier to do.
Tuttle back to pass. And they take another shot to Buster. And that one's going to be picked off. They're going to call him down there. Interception. This basically turns into a long punt. And the Irish are able to turn the Panthers over. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on LithiaSuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
Well, there's some chippiness going on out there right now.
Are we back here? Sherrard making that play coming up, or good job there by the D-line there for South, and looked like a little extracurricular going on, but good job by the defense.
And that throw is to nobody.
Looks like we got some new kids in the game there for Sheldon, maybe the second group.
Yep. There's a little quick screen out to the right. Brings John there to make the tackle. That'll bring up a fourth down here with just under 6 minutes left to be played in the fourth quarter. That'll bring on the punt team for the Irish. Panthers come after it, almost get it. And that one's going to be off the side of his foot, so the Panthers will get really good field position. Looked like Caleb Barney had a chance at blocking that one, almost dead to rights, and went underneath his arms, and Panthers will take over in good field position.
A good job there by the Panther defense, coming after it. You know, what do you got to lose here late in the ball game? Let's go get it deep in their territory. I don't know if you got a hand on it, or you just shanked it. Got great field position. Right now, let's go down the score for South and get after it again.
Doran Tuttle comes out here. Carson Joe comes out late.
Sheldon kind of putting it on South here tonight and having their way. And right now, the last 5 minutes of this ball game, South got to just keep playing, Boom.
Yeah. Tuttle back to pass. Flush to his right. Foster's got to work back to the ball. Kind of came out jogging out of his break there. And coaching point, keep playing, even if it's away from you. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10 here at the 34-yard line.
When Alvarez trying to come in here and a little confusion out of the huddle. In 5 seconds.
Yeah, got to get the play off before a delay. They're not going to do it. Oh, they barely get it off. There's a handoff, Zach Miller, and there's no place to run. 2 Sheldon defenders waiting right there. That'll bring up a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, a little trouble getting the play call in, a little trouble getting the number of players on the field. Got guys running off hurt, and a little disheveled right now here for the Panthers when they need to kind of fine-tune it here and get after it and put another score in the end zone here with 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game.
We're having a hell of a time getting a play in.
Not sure why you would at 3rd down and 9, I think. How about 4 verts? How about
where you can't run it with 2 backs in?
How about Billy Bob? You go deep, and Joe Bob will try to hit you.
Yeah. Timeout Sheldon. Confusion on the South Medford sideline is befuddling. They run a curl with an out route underneath it, and
how
keep
about
in to protect. And let's go. It's 3rd and 9.
How about Rocky 39?
Yeah.
I'm about ready to do that offensive coordinator thing. I'm about ready to go to that one, Boom.
Yeah, the Panthers, got a taste of what the upper echelon football teams in the state of
Oregon is all about. Yeah.
And this isn't Centennial anymore. And this isn't the Sisters of the Poor. This is Sheldon. Tuttle escapes. Makes a play, cuts outside, 30, 20, 15, 10, cuts back into 5, leads, touchdown, Torrin Tuttle, South Medford, here's one for the dude. Torrin Tuttle does it again. Unbelievable.
Well, we were talking about that. Players got to step up and make plays late in the ball game, nothing there. Kind of just his escapability, his athleticism, his heart, his passion, and the Torrin Tuttle gets it in the end zone when nobody else probably going to do it. Great job there by Tuttle, and South Medford's in the end zone here late in the 4th quarter.
Holds down, kick is up by Allen, and it is good. Panthers have 1 timeout left. There's 4:11 left. Maybe we see an onside kick here. I don't know. It gives you an opportunity to try it at least.
Well, we always say that, and Sheldon's a class act, and they took out their first team, at least their quarterback.
Highlight while you're talking, Chief.
Go ahead.
No, keep going.
They take out their first team quarterback anyway. I don't know if there was an entire first team, and we get the stop, then we get the score. But Sheldon always a class act, and
there's Tuttle at the end, lowering the shoulder, getting in the end zone.
Not being
his little brother, the dude passed away 4 weeks ago. His 13-year-old little brother, and that one is definitely for the dude right there. Throwing a touchdown pass here in the second half. Panthers up 14-13 here in the second half, so winning the second half, and that's something they can build on moving forward. Irish are lined up, ready for the onside kick. Let's see if Allen, and he's just going to kick it away. And Sheldon will take a knee there at the 15. So with 4 minutes and 8 seconds left, Sheldon will take over at their own 15-yard line. Never know. Get a turnover here. Is Coach Line going to bring his starters back now?
Well, it'll be interesting. A lot of times, when you go too quickly, then you say, "Oh, hopefully I didn't go too quickly." But it doesn't look like his son's coming back in the ball game.
Larson Hellickson, the junior, 5'11", 170 in there at quarterback. Deep in their own end. There's a handoff.
South defense all over that. And
doing there.
And like we said, right now, late in the ball game, you just keep playing, and let the chips fall where they may, and you never know. Good things happen when you play hard and keep playing and keep swinging. And right now, obviously a 3-score difference, and probably not going to get back in there, but
you can get the ball back, go get another score again, and
then you do onside kick it, and
snap to Hellickson. Josephson rushes. Panthers defense there. And that's going to bring up a big 3rd down and 6 here. And the clock stops with the Sheldon player losing his helmet.
That helps a little bit. Every little thing helps. Running again. But like you talked about, build that confidence, get into the Grants Pass game, and then finish it up with North.
Now 14 into the game. Camden Stiegler, 6'2", 190-pound quarterback, sophomore. They'll throw it quickly out here to the right.
Big hit right there.
James Dwayne.
Coming from the far side.
I think that's going to be short. That's going to bring up 4th down, so this seems the Irish punt here. And here comes the punt team.
Well, we haven't called James Dwayne that much here in the second half, but, he flies to the ball, and the South Medford defense flying around, typically flying around all over the place, and Sheldon's kind of had its way, just pounding up the middle, forcing the punt with 2 minutes to play here. Go on the ball. Don't jump.
Caleb Barney almost gets there, and no flag. Boster now with a chance. Running right. Cuts inside of 1, 40, 35, 30, 25, and down inside the red zone. 1st down, South Medford with 1:46 left. Torrent Tuttle and the offense are going to take over in the red zone. There's an opportunity here to cut it to a 2-score game.
Only jumping up and down, Martha. Not quite there yet, but anytime you punt the ball to Boster, kick the ball to Boster, throw the ball to Boster, good things happen. And right there, he shows you he's got explosive speed. He's got great instincts, Bill. He just cuts up the seam down the sideline. Almost took that to the house.
Boster here, bottom of your screen with Mitchell Walker. Coda at the top of your screen. Now Walker runs back over to the right. Now back to the left. And Torrent Tuttle is out of the game here, so Daniel Phillips into the game for the first time. Isaac Dillon running the ball downhill inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. And the Panthers aren't hurrying up.
Well, just like I said, Sheldon's a class act, and Coach Singler and South Medford class act, and they have a lot of respect for each other's programs, and where the game's out of reach here, and they call off the dogs, South calls off the dogs, and finish it up and give Phillips an opportunity to try to get him in the end zone as well.
Phillips takes a snap, hands it off to Dillon. Dillon kind of tries to get around the right side there and picks up about 2. That's going to bring up a 3rd and about 6.
Get a play in. Let's go. Come on, Coach. What the heck? It's 34-14, but there's no rule against you can't score.
Yeah. Play action. Phillips has some room. Inside the 10, cuts back outside. 1st down, South Medford.
Good job by Phillips. Good to see him get a little playing time in there. Had an opportunity to take it into the house right there inside the 10-yard line. One more play, one more shot. Why not? Let's keep playing. You got 10 seconds.
Yeah, let's take a shot. Let's go.
He'll wind up.
6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. This will be the last play if they can get the snap off. They will. There's a slant to Boster.
Oh.
Just out of his reach. Incomplete. And that will do it for the end of the ball game. And it will be a final. Sheldon gets out of here with a 34-14 victory. And Chief, give me your thoughts.
Just, hey, Sheldon, even though coming in here 2-4, 1-0 in the conference, too much to handle, too much firepower, really. And I always say the games will be won or lost on offensive, defensive line, and I certainly tonight I would say that wholeheartedly. They just kind of beat us up in the trenches, and offensively, defensively, had their way. But much bigger, much stronger, and just overall kicked our butt tonight.
Really, the only competition, or the most competition the Panthers have faced up to this point, and it kind of begins this 3-game season. They lost tonight, obviously, at Sheldon. Not a lot of people anticipated them coming in here and winning, so that kind of holds true. But now you got 2 games remaining. You treat them like 2 playoff games. The first one being at home against Grants Pass next week, and then the week following is the crosstown rivalry between North and South Medford. So all is not lost on the season in coming up here and losing to Sheldon, the state runner-up last year, and a lot of things the Panthers can build on. They gave up a punt block for a touchdown. They had another drive stall out inside the 10-yard line. You put those 7-point swings the other way, and all of a sudden this is a 1-possession game. So if you're Bill Singler, the coaching staff in South Medford, the kids, you got a lot of things you can do that you can look to build on as you move forward down the stretch here with 2 games left to play in your regular season, and try to make a push to win both of them, get yourself into good position for the playoffs, and maybe win a game and show some people, hey, we had a pretty good season.
Yeah, and I tell you, like you said, Boom, you come in here 5-1, but you haven't played a lot of upper echelon teams, and you got a Sheldon team that's 2-4, and played all upper echelon teams. So that's the difference in the ball game tonight, and that's kind of what we knew coming in. And but the Austin Fosters and Torrent Tunnels, they still got theirs. They still made some plays. Our defense got to make some adjustments. We got to toughen up. Got to make some adjustments in our offensive defensive line. We got to play tougher, play smarter, and so like you said, all's not lost. You learn from this game, and got to get ready for Grants Pass and Bill Singler and family. We don't lose the Grants Pass.
That's right, baby. So for Caleb Franklin on the video, Dan Marshall, the Chief, on the color commentary, I am Boomer Marshall saying thank you for joining us here on this TableRockSports.net production. We hope to see you next time. Good night here from Sheldon High School in Eugene, Oregon, and God bless.